Hi guys, hope you guys are doing well and welcome to my NZXT pre-built PC review. This is an update after owning this rig for 3 years and it will probably be my final update. I bought this computer 3 years ago and has been the only computer I've used to create all of my content with. When I bought this computer, I went with the build your own option they had on the website. So I picked out all the parts I had available at the time, created my build to fit my budget and also my needs, and then NZXT built the PC and shipped it out to me within a couple of days. The process was easy and quick, but again, I want to clarify that this was about 3 years ago, so I don't know how quick the process might be at the time of this video going live. Once I got the PC, all I did was plug it in, turn it on, and it was ready to go. At the time, I had a good amount of money. I didn't really have the time to research or even put time into building my own, so this was the best option for me. So if you're in the market and it's hard for you to get the parts or you just don't want to bother with building your own PC, NZXT is a great option for you, and it's something to keep in mind. I do think that at this point, I would prefer to build my own just because I want to learn how to build my own rig from scratch, and the learning experience could be beneficial for my content. When I first got my PC, these were the parts that I picked out. My overall bill cost about $1,300 US, and to my surprise, in the last 3 years I haven't really had to upgrade or change out any parts. This is probably one of my favorite parts about this build, and it does solidify my opinion on this purchase being one of the best decisions I made for my creative work and overall work life. While gaming, most games do run at really great performance. When I play competitive games like Apex Legends, I don't really play on high settings, mainly due to performance. I like to minimize any lag or stutters that might affect my gameplay. Most pro players do this, so I kind of copied what they do. But that doesn't mean that I can't play games at really high performance. With this PC, I can stream, record the stream, and play all at once without really having any issues, which is amazing considering everything I do on it is pretty intense. With playing games that do require more performance like Cyberpunk, I do have to lower the settings down and minimize what I'm doing. For example, I can only play on high settings and stream at once, or I'll have quality issues. Even with that, it's still pretty great what this rig can do for $1,300 and the parts being 3 years old. But like most PC owners, we always want the best of the best, so that pretty much leads me up to what I have upgraded on the rig. I added an external SSD of 1 terabyte. That way I can store games, video files, and everything else I might need. Next, I did notice that my performance while editing 4K videos was hindered a bit and lagged, so I opted to add another 16 gigabytes of RAM, which in fact did help with my video editing performance. That, in my opinion, was a great purchase as I got the RAM on sale at the time. Next, I added more fans to help with temperature within the case, but also for the lighting. I honestly didn't really need any more fans. I didn't see that much of a performance issue with the temperatures. Unfortunately, at the time of this recording, one of my fans went out as the motor on it broke. I will be replacing these with a different fan. I just honestly haven't picked on what I will buy just next. I also added some RGB light bars that fit in the back of the build, some underglow lights from NZXT that reflect off my desk, which I think looks really cool, and a couple of light strips on the top of the case. Personally, I love the way the lighting looks in this case. I think it came out really great. I also went ahead and added this Gundam that I built myself. I thought it looked really cool and it fit with the overall aesthetic of the case and lighting. In the back here, you can see that I added some pins as well, just to make my PC stand out a little bit more. The Gundam and the pins don't negatively affect the performance of the rig and just add a little bit more spice into it. I really wanted to make it my own, and I honestly think I did just that. That's pretty much everything I added onto it, and the performance is just as good as the first time I got it. Next, I wanted to highlight that a couple of months ago, my PC started to run a bit slow. I was confused. I didn't know what was happening, so I did decide to completely format my rig, reinstall Windows, and afterwards it worked perfectly. Starting from scratch was perfect as my PC started running super fast afterwards, just like the day I got it. I started storing everything on external drives instead of my Samsung SSD where my Windows was installed, and my PC has been running like butter. A lot has changed since I've gotten my PC, but what hasn't changed is my opinion on it. The PC works just like the day I got it, and I am a happy customer. I do want to say though that every experience is different. Some PCs are going to be coming out perfect and some aren't. That's honestly just the way it goes. But what I have heard is that the NZXT team is great at getting you the help you deserve if anything does go wrong. This is my 3-year review of my pre-built PC from NZXT and probably my last update. Hopefully this video helped you in making your decision. If it has, please consider liking the video and subbing to the channel, as we should be having out more content every single week. Make sure you click on this video for a little bit more.